So friends, good morning and good day to all. So it is a 2-day refresher course for valuation examination preparation. So distinguished faculty members, respected professionals, dear aspirants, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. Today is not just the beginning of a course. Today is the beginning of your final push towards the success, especially for the participants who are attending this session for preparation for this valuation examination. I welcome you all to this intensive and purpose-driven refresher course for valuation examination organized by CEV IAF RVO, registered valuer organization. Let me begin with the simple truth. Clearing the valuation examination is not about... Please mute yourself. Clearing the valuation examination is not about how much you have studied. It is about how efficiently you can apply what you know under pressure. For more clarity, this course will be in mixed language in English as well as in Hindi. Everything will be translated in the English language, and if you are facing any problem in understanding, you can always send a message to me so that it can be clearly understood. Many of you sitting here have already completed the mandatory 50 hours training program. You have the knowledge, you have the concepts, but somewhere between knowing and clearing the exam, the gap remains. That gap is not of intelligence. That gap is application, clarity, and exam temperament. And that is exactly why this program exists. The valuation profession today stands at the center of India's evolving financial ecosystem. Whether it is insolvency resolution, financial reporting, or asset assessment, a valuer today carries responsibility, credibility, and national importance. But let me be very clear. This profession does not reward average part preparation. This profession does not reward average preparation. It demands sharp conceptual clarity, strong analytical thinking, speed with accuracy, and above all, confidence under examination conditions. This refresher course is designed as your bridge between preparation and success. As one of our senior members rightly said, success in the valuation examination requires not only theoretical knowledge, but also the ability to interpret and apply concepts in practical situations. Over the next 2 sessions, we are going to work on exactly that. Today, the day 1 is about sharpening your weapons. Today, on day 1, the focus will be on strengthening your technical fundamentals in real estate valuation. You will engage with core principles, key provisions, and examination-oriented MCQ practice session. More importantly, you will have the opportunity to clarify concepts through expert-led discussions. You will revisit core concepts of real estate valuation, strengthening your fundamentals, and most importantly, train your mind through intensive MCQ practice aligned with actual exam patterns. Remember, in this exam, options are not just answers, they are traps. Options are not just the answers, they are the traps. And your job is to develop the clarity to identify the correct one with confidence. In day 2, on 18th of April, it will be your battlefield training. On day 2 scheduled for 18th April, the emphasis emphasis will shift to practical learning. Through real life case studies in land and building valuation, you will gain hands-on exposure to analytical thinking and problem solving approaches. This will help you to develop ability to interpret complex valuation scenarios, a skill that is essential not just for examination but for your professional career. Through real estate case studies, you will learn how to think like a valuer, not just a student. You will analyze, interpret, and solve practical problems, because the exam is not testing your memory, it is testing your judgment. Remember, the examination is not just testing your memory, it is a testing of your judgment. Dear participants, this is your moment. You have already invested time and learning. Now it is time to convert that effort into results. Do not treat this as just another class. Treat this as your exam rehearsal. At CEV IAF, our mission goes beyond conducting courses. We are committed to capacity building, professional excellence, and knowledge dissemination with the valuation community. This initiative is a reflection of that commitment, but providing a focused and structured revision platform, we aim not only to improve examination success rates, but also to elevate the overall standards of the valuation profession in India. I encourage all participants to make the most of this opportunity. Engage actively, ask questions, participate in discussion, and challenge your own understanding. Remember, learning is not effective when it is interactive and applied. Learning is most effective when it is interactive and applied. Ask yourself, can I solve question faster? Can I eliminate wrong answers confidently? Can I apply concepts in unfamiliar situation? If the answer is not yet, then these 2 days are your opportunity. At CEV IAF, our commitment is not just to train. Our commitment is to see you succeed. At CEV IAF RVO, हम सिर्फ ट्रेनिंग नहीं देते, हम रिजल्ट क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं. हम आपको यहां पार्टिसिपेंट के रूप में नहीं देखना चाहते. वी वांट टू सी यू not just as participants today, but as successful registered valuers tomorrow. So I urge each one of you, be fully present, be fully involved, challenge your understanding, push your limits, because success in this exam is not accidental. It is a result of focus, preparation, guided effort, and disciplined practice. Before I conclude, I extend my sincere gratitude to our expert faculty and organizing team and everyone who is present in this participation program and refresher course, as well as for a continuing education program, and organizing team who have designed this powerful learning experience for you. I have complete confidence that if you give your best in these 2 days, you will walk into the examination hall not with fear or confusion, but with confidence. And the confidence will make all the difference. With these words, I formally inaugurate 2 days refresher course, and I wish each one of you success, clarity, and excellence in your journey ahead. Your goal is clear. Your path is ready. Now it is your move. Thank you for listening to me, and all the very best to all the participants. With this, I would like to invite and welcome our today's expert faculty and resource person, none other than our CEO and President of Council of Engineers and Valuers, Dr. Rajvinder Singh Bansal. Good morning and welcome to the class, sir.
Thank you, Sandeep ji, and very good morning to all the participants. I heartily welcome to you this 2 days session on refresher course for those who have already taken 50-hour MEP. Here in this refresher course, we will do and try to clear all the doubts. Basically, when you appear in the IBBI examination, the basic thing they test is your knowledge, your understanding of the concepts. You cannot consult a single book to clear the examination, though it is an MCQ type examination. So you have to be very clear about the concepts. So we will try to deal with each and every concept in the simplest way so that it is understandable to all the participants. And wherever you have any doubt, you may ask, and we will try to clear your doubts. So it is not the thing that you know, it is the basic thing, basic concepts of the subjects which you should know. In today's course, we will try to concentrate on the theoretical as well as on MCQ, and in the next session we will concentrate on the case studies part. So as you know, in the case study parts, there will be 13 questions of 26 marks. And if you are able to achieve maximum marks, and it is your efforts, with your efforts you can earn 26 marks from the case studies. We will try to make the things easier for you so that you are able to get all 26 marks from the case studies, so that you are left to score only 34 marks from the theoretical part. It means you will require to get 34 marks out of 74. And if you are able to get all the 26 marks from the case studies, see here, you can easily get 34 marks from 74 other marks. So in today's session, we will try to concentrate on the basic part, theoretical part, as well as on, we have tried and extracted MCQs based upon the theoretical part syllabus as prescribed by IBBI for the examination. Is the screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay, thank you. So today's session, we are concentrating on MCQs. Maximum we will try to have MCQs and some of the things which are required from theoretical concepts. Here we will be concentrating on 4 topics. First is valuation of real estate. Then we will try to concentrate on market approach, income approach, and cost approach. And by the end, you will be able to understand all the concepts. So starting from the first chapter, that is valuation of real estate, the thing which as a valuer, whether you have been doing valuation or you are new to the valuation field, you should know the difference between the 3 basic things of valuation, that is cost, price, and value. For a layman, all the 3 seems to be similar. And of course, you may get 1 mark question based upon this topic: cost, price, and value. In simple terms, what is cost? Cost is the actual expenditure you have incurred on a particular thing. Let us suppose you have bought a plot for 20 lakh rupees, and you have constructed a building by incurring a cost of 50 lakh rupees over it. The cost of construction which you have incurred on constructing that building, that is the cost. And the price you have paid for buying a plot, that is price. See the difference between price and cost. Means the actual amount you have paid for a transaction, that is price. And then value is neither price nor cost. It is an first thing is it is an estimate. Remember, it is an estimate. It is not an exact amount. Everyone will give a different estimate. No two value can give the same valuation, same value for a particular asset. So it is an estimate of the worth of property. And that is at a particular time under defined conditions. There may be different condition. It may be a forced sale transaction. So it will depend upon the defined conditions. In the coming slides, we will try to make this term valuation from IVSC and other standards point of view. As of now, you should understand it is an estimate of the worth of the property under defined condition at a particular time, at a given time. With the change of time, the value may change. It may decrease, it may increase. So now we will take few MCQs based upon this these three things: cost, price, and value. And you try to give answer of these MCQs. First MCQ is, which of the following best describes market value in the context of a real estate valuation? So first of all, the thing is that there will be 4 options given to you. Whether you know or do not know, please try to read all the 4 options. Maybe you think that the answer is A and you take A. But their answer may be B, C, or D. Whether you know it or no, try to read all the 4 options before proceeding with putting your answer or submitting your answer. So see here, first question is, which of the following best describes market value in the context of a real estate valuation? First option, your first option is the actual price paid for a property in a real recent transaction. Second is the cost incurred in constructing the building on the property. Third is the estimated amount for which a property should exchange on the date of valuation between a willing buyer and a willing seller in an arm's length transaction. And the fourth one is the assessed value determined by a municipal authority for taxation. So, what is the correct answer?
Number 3.
Number three. Three.
Option 3.
So third one.
Option 3.
So it is option 3. Anybody having any doubt about this option?
Friends, this is a class totally sponsored by you. So please do not hesitate to ask any question. It can be in any language, understanding if it is understood by the faculty. आप किसी भी भाषा में कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, दिस क्लास इज टोटली स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय यू एंड इट इज फॉर योर बेनिफिट ओनली. बिल्कुल मत हेसिटेट करिए. आपको आता है या नहीं आता है, कोई भी घबराने का जरूरत नहीं है. कोई भी डाउट है उसी वक्त पूछिए. डोंट कैरी योर डाउट टू द नेक्स्ट एमसीक्यू.
सर
तो
थोड़ा
next
स्कोर
question-
बड़ा कर दो प्लीज, थोड़ा
हाँ जी।
स्कोर बड़ा कर दो. थैंक यू.
हाँ जी, ठीक है जी, कि और बड़ा कराएं?
हो सकता स्कोर बड़ा कर, थोड़ा सौखा भी पढ़ना.
ठीक है जी,
हाँ हाँ
ठीक है
हाँ, वो
सर.
ठीक है. थैंक यू थैंक यू
Lord,
थैंक यू.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है.
Okay. Okay, thank you. The next question is, cost and price are always equal in a real estate transaction. This statement is true because market forces equalize cost and price over time. False because price is determined by negotiations and may differ significantly from the cost of construction. True because valuation standards require cost and price to be same. And the fourth one is false because price always exceeds cost in inflationary economies. What should be the answer?
2.
Or
Second one. Option 2.
So
option
it
2.
is false because we have already discussed, when you buy any asset, anything, you may negotiate. With negotiation, you may reduce the price. But cost will may differ significantly from the cost of construction. That is why price and cost, they are not the same, are not equal. Anybody having any doubt?
Sir, please can you
Can
explain
you
with
explain
this
it?
example?
Please explain it again, sir, please.
So let us suppose you buy a plot. Okay, you construct a building over it. On construction, you spent an amount of 50 lakh over it. And the cost price you paid for the plot was 20 lakh. So total cost for you come out to be 70 lakh. But you are trying to sell it at a cost of 90 lakh. You are trying to sell it at a cost of 90 lakh. So the negotiator, during negotiation, you may sell it for 85 lakh or 80 lakh. So the price you are asking for a price of 90 lakh, but you sell it for a price of 80 lakh. That was due to negotiation. But it cost you 70 lakh. See the difference between cost and price. You are asking for a price of 80 lakh. 90 lakh. Due to negotiation, you sell it for a price of 80 lakh, but it has cost you 70 lakh. So the difference between cost and price is, cost is 70 lakh and asking price is 90 lakh. You sold it for 80 lakh. So cost and price are not always equal. Clear? Anybody having any doubt?
As in
किसी को
case
कोई-
if we are going abroad, we may sell property at lower price, even at
Yeah,
60
due to
lakhs.
negotiation. You may sell it at a price lower than 70 lakh also. Is it clear? So try to read this question and answer. The property was constructed at a cost of 50 lakh, but due to high demand in the locality, it sold for 75 lakh. The value of this property is most accurately described as. What should be the answer?
Option B, 75
Two.
lakhs.
75 lakhs.
Two.
Option 3.
75 lakhs.
Option 3.
Option 2.
Option 2.
Option 2, sir.
Option 2,
three.
sir. Option 2.
Option 2.
Option 2.
सर वैल्यूअर का काम क्या है? व्हाट इज द वर्क ऑफ द वैल्यूअर? आपका क्या काम है?
सर वैल्यू ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਜਸਟ ਇੱਕ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੈ, ਐਸਟੀਮੇਟ ਦੇਣਾ ਜੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਇੰਨੀ ਹੋਏਗੀ।
ਮਾਰਕੀਟ 'ਚ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦੀ
ਵਿਕ
at
ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ।
at what price it has been sold or what the purchaser has paid. He has nothing to do with that.
अच्छा,
आपकी ड्यूटी क्या है सर?
चेक करना।
What is your duty?
3, sir. Answer is 3.
Anybody having any doubt?
One doubt, sir.
Sir,
Why
why
can't-
a valuer will establish a price or value different than what it is fetching in the market?
Basically, valuer has nothing to do with cost and price. What is the duty of the valuer? Duty of the valuer is to find the value of that property, that how much worth it is for. आपकी ड्यूटी क्या है? What is your duty, sir? अगर यही चीज पर if the bank no it was sold for 75 lakh, then why he has come to you for getting valuation?
Okay.
Point.
Okay.
But sir, under market approach, we are we are looking only for that latest transaction which have done, sir. So based on
Sir,
that, we are doing.
you from where you will get the evidence?
Last
Whether it
transaction.
was sold for 75, let us suppose it was sold for 75 lakh, but it was sold actual the let us suppose you go to the site, you get the value of the property was 1 crore, but the but a friend sold to his I have sold it to my friend for 75 lakh, though its value was 1 crore. It was not an arm's length transaction. Sir, you have to check the conditions. What should be the conditions? You should know the definition. What is the definition of valuation? All these things should be fulfilled. Which a property should exchange on the date of valuation between a willing buyer and a willing seller. Maybe that person was not a willing seller. He was under some
Pressure.
duress to sell that property. Or buyer needed for expansion of his house. Or it was not an arm's length transaction. It is your duty to find that all these things are there in the values.
Right, sir. 100%.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having any doubt? See the next question. I will be just back in 2 minutes.
2.
Option 2.
2. 2.
2, sir. 2. 2.
2. 2.
2. 2.
Option 2.
Option 2, sir.
Option second, because limited time period.
The seller is under compulsion to sell and may accept less than the open market value. Okay? Anybody having any doubt about it? So अब समझ आ गया कि मार्केट में 75 लाख की बिकी थी, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि उसकी वैल्यू 75 लाख ही देगा. हो सकता है वो फोर्थ सेल वैल्यू हो सकता है आर्म्स लेंथ ट्रांजैक्शन ना हो. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Which of the following statements correctly differentiates value in use from the market value? Value in use is always greater than market value. Value in use reflects the worth of the property to a specific user.
Option 2.
Sir, option 2.
2 option.
Option 2, sir.
So value in use reflects the worth of a property to a specific user for a specific purpose,
Yes.
whereas market value reflects what the open market may pay.
Yes.
You have an industry, you have a pharmaceutical industry, let us suppose, and
Industry.
some medicines are being manufactured there. So you have made constructions according to your requirement, you have a machinery according to your requirement.
Anji.
And if someone buy it for some other purpose, for some other use, it may not be suitable for him. And if a pharmaceutical company buy it for, then it may be useful for him. So it is that is called valuation in use. That is why it is different from market value. Anybody having any doubt about this?
No.
किसी को कोई डाउट है तो ये इसके ऊपर ना लिखिए कृपया, वो सारा उसी के ऊपर रह जाता है. मैं दोबारा शेयर करता हूँ. The next question is, the principle states that value of the component depends on what its absence would cost the overall property, known as principle of substitution, principle of contribution, principle of anticipation, or principle of conformity.
Option 2, sir.
So it is principle of contribution. Basically, every component contribute to the value. Let us suppose in a mall, in today's scenario, if a multi-story building does not have a lift, its value will decrease. Though it may be very aesthetic, very good building, but if it is not provided with a lift, so footfall will decrease in such a building. So that is why every components contribute to the value. और ऐसा भी नहीं है, it doesn't mean that if you have, let us suppose in a building, you constructed a swimming pool. In a residential building, you constructed a swimming pool by spending an amount of 25 lakh. It does not mean that the value of the building will increase by 25 lakh. It is you for you to assess as a valuer how much it has contributed in the value. Okay, anybody having doubt? Any doubt about this question? किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ सकता है.
Morning, sir, not a doubt, but just wanted to cross check. Sir, will the presentation be shared with us later?
Yeah?
Sir, will the presentation be shared with all of us?
Yes, it will be given to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
देखिए, अगर प्रेजेंटेशन देकर ही अगर एग्जाम पास होना होता तो बुक शॉप वाला सबसे पहले एग्जाम क्लियर कर लेता. प्रेजेंटेशन से
बिल्कुल
एग्जाम
सर.
क्लियर कभी नहीं होता है. कीप इट इन माइंड.
बिल्कुल सर.
आपको यहाँ पर
Thank
प्रेजेंस
you.
ऑफ माइंड रखना पड़ेगा. ये मैंने बार बार बोला, दिस शो इज टोटली स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय यू. अगर आपने स्पॉन्सर किया है तो आपको मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट लेना चाहिए एज अ बिजनेसमैन, एज अ कॉमन मैन, एज अ पार्टिसिपेंट, एज अ वैल्यूअर. अगर सिर्फ आप यहाँ पर इसलिए बैठे हैं कि आपको प्रेजेंटेशन मिल जाएगा, बारह बाद में पढ़ लेंगे यार, अरे बाद में कभी नहीं आएगा. यहां पर आपको कम से कम अपने पास होने के लिए 6 घंटे 7 घंटे आपको इन्वेस्ट करने चाहिए. अगर नहीं करते हैं, रेस्ट अप टू यू. एंड इफ योर स्क्रीन नेम इज नॉट मैचिंग विद योर नेम, then you will be removed by the observer without any further intimation. And if your camera is not working, please leave the class. We are not happy with some imaginary participants. Yes, sir. Over to you. Please continue.
So, this is what I have told you. The principle of contribution states that the value of any component of a property is measured by how much its present adds or absent subtracts from the value of the whole. For example, if adding a swimming pool increases a property's value by 5 lakh, but it cost 8 lakh to install, the contribution to the value is only 5 lakh. This is for you to check. Next question will be on type of values.
Hello, sir.
Ji.
Sir, my question is that if in a property, if some component or element is removed, so what percentage of difference will be considered in the valuation?
Sir, it will depend upon. See here, sir. See this example. Please read this example. Let us suppose you have constructed a swimming pool in a building. You have spent rupees 8 lakh to install that swimming pool. Its value was 75 lakh. But now it is, by adding a swimming pool and spending an amount of 8 lakh, you should get 83 lakh. 75 lakh plus 8 lakh. But it is but you are not able to get more than 80 lakh.
Okay,
you are
sir.
not able to get more than 80 lakh. It means how much it has contributed?
Only 5 lakh.
Only 5 lakh. So it does not mean that if you have invested 8 lakh, you will definitely get 8 lakh. It is for value to check how much it has contributed.
It means that a component is considered only in the use of that property.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Clear? Anybody having any doubt? So next question is, what is investment value? Investment value is best described as the price at which a property is listed for sale on an investment platform. Number 2, the value of a property to a specific investor based on individual investment requirements and return expectations. The net present value of all future rental incomes from a property, or the market value of a property as determined by a registered value.
Sir, option 2.
Option 3.
Option 2.
Option 3.
Option
2
2.
आएगा. Option 2.
So it is You should know there are certain types of values which are given in your syllabus. As a valuer, you should know, or as an IBBI examination aspirant, you should know. Basically, investment value is for a particular investor. When some investor invests in a property, his aim is to get returns from that property, and he wants at least a particular percentage of return from that property. And if he is able to get that return, then that investment will be viable. So investment value, it is also called a subjective value. It is worth of a property to a particular investor. When someone invests in a property, what are the things these are the things he has to keep in mind? How much finance he has, what will be the tax complications from the return, what are the risk factors, and what are the return expectations. So investment value is for a particular person, for a particular investor. जिसके पास ज्यादा पैसा होगा कोई बात नहीं, ले लो, पड़ी रहेगी। लेकिन जिसने इन्वेस्ट करके थोड़े समय में ज्यादा रिटर्न लेनी है, तो वो उसकी सोच अलग होगी। क्लियर है? एनीबॉडी हैविंग एनी डाउट? नेक्स्ट इज a property's insurable value would most appropriately be based upon.
Sir, option 2. Replacement cost of the structure only.
Option 2. Second option. Option 2. Second option.
So remember in insurance, you have to take depreciated replacement cost of the structure only.
Yes.
The value of the land is not included in the insurance part. Clear? Having any doubt? Anybody having any doubt? Which type of value is most relevant when a court is determining compensation for compulsory acquisition of land by the government? Salvage value, investment value, market value, or book value?
Sir, book
value.
Hanji?
Book value.
Sir, market value.
Market value.
Market value.
Market value.
Market value.
3. Market value in my opinion.
3.
Yes, sir.
So remember, under the this is the basic thing you have to remember. एक अंदाजा नहीं लगाना है कि क्यों होगी, ये भी पता होना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
कि आपने पढ़ा है सर्फ जो LARAR,
क्यों?
लैंड एक्विजिशन,
राइट ऑफ फेयर कंपोजिशन एंड ट्रांसपेरेशन ऑफ लैंड एक्विजिशन, रिहैबिलिटेशन एंड रीसेटलमेंट एक्ट 2003। ठीक है जी, यस, बिल्कुल ठीक है।
क्यों होगी ये भी पता होना चाहिए। मार्केट वैल्यू तो होगी, ठीक है, क्यों होगी, यू शुड नो दिस थिंग।
ठीक, थोड़ा सा एक्जेक्टली।
इज इट क्लियर? एनीबॉडी हैविंग एनी डाउट?
नो।
ओके, देन नेक्स्ट, book value of the property in a corporate accounts refers to
Option 2.
Where composition?
Sir, option 2.
Option 2.
Option 2.
so it is option 2.
Land.
So
Option 2.
basically in corporate accounts book value is what is book value? Let us suppose they have bought a property in 1990 for 10 lakh. That will be historic cost. Now they constructed a building in 1991 for and spent an amount of 10 lakh over it. So total cost is 20 lakh. In next year, there will be depreciation on 1992. There will be some certain depreciation over the building. They will apply a certain depreciation over the building. And every year it will be done. So this is original cost of acquisition minus accumulated depreciation as recorded in the financial statements.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Book value of a property in corporate accounts,
Yeah.
certified by whom?
Yeah.
Certified by whom? Book value is certified by whom? Chartered accountant?
The book value will be basically certification will be from the chartered accountant. Otherwise, as a valuer, when you are doing valuation for especially for capital gain purposes, you have to check whether they are using this. They have been claiming depreciation over the building. If they are claiming depreciation over the building, you have to take that value. You cannot apply depreciation on your own. That is where the problem arises. This is
Bansi, what are
particularly.
Bansi,
Yes.
what are the banks are reassessing the value after a few years? What is that value known as?
Yes.
इफ बैंक कुछ बैंकों के पास अपनी प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं, वो उसकी कुछ 2 4 5 साल के बाद दोबारा से वैल्यूएशन करवाते हैं, उस वैल्यू को क्या कहते हैं फिर? आई थिंक इट विल आल्सो कम अंडर द बुक वैल्यू.
No, that is not book value. This is book value is
That
the
will mark
value
the
that is
value.
in the accounts of the corporate.
नहीं सर, कुछ साल के बाद अगर लैंड की वैल्यू इंक्रीज होती है तो वो वैल्यू अगर बुक्स में लेते हैं, उस वैल्यू कहाँ जाएगी? वो मतलब वो वैल्यू किस हेड में आएगी?
किसके इसमें ऐसा है ना सर, आपने इफ यू हैव बॉट ए as an individual, if you have bought a property for 20 lakh,
okay,
your book value is 20 lakh, it will remain 20 lakh for you throughout. You cannot claim depreciation over the building part as
no
an
sir,
individual.
it's only land. If it is only land,
Whether it is land, whatever it is, this book value will remain same throughout its life for as a Lokesh Gupta.
Sir, in other
But
words,
if you
corporates
are
की
a
बात कर रहा हूँ सर.
corporate, if you are having a
जी
corporation, or if you have an industrialist,
जी
you are maintaining your books of accounts. In books
जी.
of accounts, every years you will be availing depreciation over the building part, not over the land part, over the building part.
नो सर, एक्चुअली मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि हमने कोई 2000 में कोई लैंड परचेज की किसी इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट ने, सपोज कर लो 1 करोड़ रुपए की,
हाँ
और
जी, हाँ
आज
जी,
की डेट में अगर वो रीवैल्यूएशन करके सेस करता है तो वो होगी 20 करोड़ रुपया.
हाँ जी,
आई
हाँ जी,
थिंक वो 20 करोड़ भी तो बुक्स में कहीं ना कहीं डालेगा ना,
हाँ जी.
तभी
वो
उसकी.
बुक्स वैल्यू उसको आप जो है रीअसेस करवा सकते हो. जैसे कोई भी कंपनीज वाले हैं, वो भी अपना कुछ साल के बाद अपने प्रॉपर्टी को शो करने के लिए रीअसेस करवा सकते हो. वो उसको कर सकते हैं.
तो वो
उसको बुक
कहाँ जाएगी? वो
वैल्यू.
बुक वैल्यू, उससे बुक
हाँ
वैल्यू
जी, हाँ जी.
बढ़ेगी उसकी.
वो बुक वैल्यू जो है वो शो करने के लिए होगी, लेकिन उनके बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में वही वैल्यू रहेगी जो बुक वैल्यू शुरू में थी, हिस्टोरिक वैल्यू थी.
sir,
उसके बेस पे ही रहेगी.
consideration amount can be considered.
हाँ जी.
Consideration amount in a registry
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
mentioned. That is a book value.
that may be considered in the book value.
Yes, sir.
उनकी बुक्स में वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होगी लोकेश जी, उनके
मेरे को
बुक्स
लगा
ऑफ
शायद वो
अकाउंट्स
चेंज हो
में।
जाती है, क्योंकि ना कुछ बैलेंस शीट्स अगर हम कंपनीज की देखें ना, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि जब वो उनकी एसेट्स कैलकुलेट होती है ना,
हाँ
तो
जी,
बैलेंस शीट्स उनकी
वो जब किसी कंपनी ने किसी बाहर की कंपनी से एमओयू करना है, या अपनी कंपनी के आज की डेट में नेटवर्थ शो करना है।
इवन आई थिंक जो फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स आते हैं उसमें भी आई थिंक कई बार इंक्रीज हो जाती है।
हाँ जी,
कई बार
वो
फाइनेंशियल
इंक्रीज हो
ईयर्स
सकती है, उसमें वैल्यू जो है वो चेंज हो सकती है। उनके बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में जो बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स है और बैलेंस
ओके,
शीट है, उसमें डिफरेंस होगा सर।
उसमें डिफरेंस होगा। ओके,
हाँ
ठीक है।
जी, हाँ जी,
Sir, one more doubt, the same question.
हाँ जी।
If book value, if the company goes on acquisition or merging, वो टाइम में कौन करना, वैल्यूअर करना, और
तो
वो टाइम में वैल्यूअर
जो
आएगा
जब
ना?
मर्जर होगा सर, वो जो नई कंपनी होगी, फॉर what amount they have bought that company, that will goes to his account, books of accounts। पहली एक कंपनी के बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में उसकी वैल्यू 1 करोड़ थी, दूसरी कंपनी ने उसको 1.5 करोड़ में खरीद लिया, तो दूसरी कंपनी के लिए उनके बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में तो 1.5 करोड़ जाएगा ना सर, बुक वैल्यू।
नहीं, कौन सर्टिफाई करेगा वो टाइम में,
वो
वैल्यूअर?
चार्टर्ड अकाउंट ही सर्टिफाई करेगा सर।
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है।
हाँ जी,
No, sir, during merger acquisition, they go for valuation, sir. And that value is taken as the book value for the next buying
yes।
company.
So next is going concern value. So what is going concern value? Anybody? जी, Senthil Kumari, can you explain what is going concern value?
Value
Go with the flow.
use
Go with the flow.
हाँ जी,
Go with the flow.
combined value of the real property, business and intangible assets. Second option.
Second.
so whenever you are doing valuation of a company, there may be two things. One, company is running the business, it is having profit for the last few years, and it is expected to be having profit in the coming years also. And if you do valuation under this scenario, then we will call it that it is a going concern value. And if the company is in the loss, or if it has stopped production, and if you do valuation in that scenario, that will not be called going concern value. Going concern value will be only when the company is getting profit and it is expected to get profit in the coming years also. That is why it is called combined value of real property, business and intangible asset as an operating enterprise.
Sir,
Clear?
my question is that the going concern value is only for the corporate purpose, not for the individual or purpose.
Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
for the when going. What will be the what do you mean by concern? It is not an individual. It is a company.
Okay.
वही इसके ऊपर नाम मार्क करिए प्लीज। दिक्कत होती है वो वहां से हटाना मुश्किल है।
Please do not mark anything on the spreadsheet. Otherwise, that participant will be removed from the class without any further instructions.
The next is salvage value is most
Third.
relevant in the following scenario.
Option 3 is
Option 3. Third one.
Option 3, sir.
Option 3.
calculating the residual worth of materials
Option
from
three,
the
please, sir,
building
please,
at
please.
the end of its economic life. So there are two things. One is salvage and other one is scrap. What is difference between salvage value and scrap value?
Salvage value is considered for reusing the materials, while scrap value is just a value of the waste, basically.
Is it clear to anyone? Everyone? Anyone
Yes.
having any doubt about this salvage value?
Value of scrap minus value of disposal.
The property attained is saturated its life, but still we can use it's called a salvage value.
Yes. Its material can be used for some other purpose.
Yes.
That is salvage value at the end of its economic life. So salvage value represents the estimated amount recoverable from the sale of building materials such as brick, steel, building material when a structure is demolished at the end of economic or physical life. Next, we will discuss about the basic elements of value. There are four basic elements of value: utility, scarcity, demand, and transferability. So sometime it is called dust, some called it stardust, STUD, or some call it DUST. Demand, utility, scarcity, and transferability. So utility means it is able to satisfy the need or desire of a particular person. That means how useful that asset is for a particular person. If it is more useful, it is having more utility, he will be ready to pay higher price for it. That is utility. Scarcity. So it is from economic point of view. How scarce, how limited supply relative to the demand. If there are 4 persons buying the same property, vying for the same property, they will be ready to pay higher price. So limited supply relative to the demand. Or if there is abundant supply with no scarcity, it will reduce or it can eliminate the value of that property or that asset. Then demand. Effective desire backed by purchasing power. So demand alone cannot increase the value of the property. Their desire along with purchasing power. I want to buy a BMW car. This is my desire. But I do not have enough money to buy that BMW car. So this desire is useless for me. So desire along with purchasing power. So first thing, there must be willing, and second thing is able to pay for the property. Ability to pay for the property. That is demand. And then transferability. So the legal ability to transfer the ownership rights in the property from one owner to another owner, that is transferability. So these are the four basic things which combined together will form the value of a property. Basic elements of the value are, We have already discussed it. Demand, DUST, dust, demand, utility, scarcity, and transferability. Air has utility and is available to everyone but has no market value. This is because of air lacks. What should be the answer?
Scarcity or
Utility.
सर इट इज
Three.
यूटिलिटी
Three.
इसकी अगर यूटिलिटी खत्म हो जाएगी तो हम सब खत्म हो जाएंगे.
Scarcity.
Scarcity.
So it is its answer is in the question itself. Air has utility and is available to everyone. It means it is available in abundance. It means it does not have any scarcity. If a thing is not having any scarcity, it may its value may reduce or even may not have any value. A property that is legally encumbered and cannot be sold or transferred would lack which of element of the value?
fourth. For transferability.
Transferability. Because it will not be able to transfer easily.
Yeah, legally encumbered.
Clear? Anybody having any doubt?
Demand.
A company holds mineral rights beneath a plot of land but cannot sell them under current law. Which element of value is most affected? What should be the answer?
Transferability.
Transferability.
Number 3, transferability.
So
Yes.
its
3.
answer is itself in the question. It cannot sell them under current law.
Okay. Yes. Transferability.
Clear? Anybody having any doubt?
देखिए ड्यूरिंग एग्जाम वो आपकी क्रैमिंग पावर या माइंड को रिमेम्बरिंग पावर टेस्ट नहीं करता, वो आपकी प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड को चेक करता है. तो कभी कभी क्वेश्चन इस तरह ट्रैप करके आते हैं कि आपको कंफ्यूज कर देते हैं. तो बेटर है कि आप आंसर पढ़ने से पहले 2 बार क्वेश्चन को जरूर पढ़िए. बिफोर आंसरिंग ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. पहले क्वेश्चन को पढ़िए, समझिए, उसके बाद ऑप्शन को देखिए. ऑप्शन को देखने के बाद एकदम टिक मत करिए. ट्रैप को समझिए, वो कहां पर आपको ट्रैप कर रहा है. वो चाहता है कि आप रॉन्ग आंसर को टिक करें. आपका 1 मार्क जाएगा जो मिलने वाला था, और 0.25 जो नेगेटिव मार्किंग है आपके वैलेट से काट लेगा. तो एक गलत आंसर आपको 1.25 नीचे ले आएगा. यस सर, ओवर टू यू.
The next question. Marketability as an element of value is best understood as the speed at which a property can be sold, the affected demand of the property, desire backed by purchasing power, number of real estate agents marketing a property, or the ability of a property to attract foreign investment.
Second, two.
So,
Effective demand for that plot.
okay. Anybody having any doubt about this? किसी को डाउट हो तो पूछ ले. See, a heritage building with high utility and unique character has limited supply. However, strict heritage preservation law prevents significant alteration or sales to foreign entities. Which elements of value are most impacted? Utility and scarcity, transferability and marketability, scarcity and utility demand equally, or non-heritage status increases all elements of the value.
Option 2.
4.
4.
So see here, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस का आंसर क्वेश्चन में ही है. क्वेश्चन itself has the answer. What it says.
Option.
क्वेश्चन को ध्यान से पढ़िए. प्लीज रीड द क्वेश्चन. What the question says. That significant alteration or transfer to the foreign entities is not possible. It means, what does it mean?
Friends, sir, 1 minute, sir. Friends, if your video is not working, please leave the class. We will not entertain any person who is not allowing his video to appear on the screen. If your video is not working, it was clearly mentioned in the protocols that your video should be on all the time during the class. If your video is not working, please leave the class. We are not happy with you. Yes, sir. Please continue.
So this is the last warning. Please switch on your video. कोई भी ऐसी चीज नहीं है यहाँ पे कोई जो लुकानी पड़े आपको. So is it clear है question?
And
Question
if
का आंसर जो है
if you are joining with your mobile phone, then your mobile screen should be in horizontal mode. Otherwise, the observer will remove you without any further instructions. And please do not disturb the class again and again. Yes, sir. Over to you, please.
clear है question? So question means if there is a restriction, it means there is problem in transferability. ठीक है ना? Next question is, we will be taking certain questions which will be will be factors affecting the value. There are certain factors which may affect. Which of the following factors? Following is a physical factors that directly influence the value of a residential plot.
Sir, option 3.
Option 3.
Option 3.
So the physical factors are size, shape, frontage, topography, etc. of the plot. That is called physical factor. Clear? Anybody having any doubt? कोई भी doubt हो तो पूछते रहना. Next is a newly announced metro rail corridor passes through a residential neighborhood. This is primarily an factor affecting the property value in that area.
Factor 3.
So
Economic factor.
So remember, if there is certain external factors over which the owner do not have any authority to change, that are called economic factors. So अगर कोई बनती है बिल्डिंग, कोई मेट्रो बन रहा है, तो उसमें that is an external factors.
सर
That
फिजिकल
is why
फैक्टर
it is
नहीं
called
आएगा
economic. हाँ जी,
ये फिजिकल फैक्टर नहीं आएगा ये
नहीं कोई भी एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर है जो कोई भी एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर जिसके ऊपर ऑनर का कोई भी इख्तियार नहीं है.
Any factor which is not controlled by the owner or from the inside of the property. आप एक प्रॉपर्टी के अंदर खड़े हो जाइए, कोई भी ऐसा फैक्टर जो प्रॉपर्टी के बाहर से अफेक्ट कर रहा है, दैट इज इकोनॉमिकल फैक्टर. अगर इंटरनल फैक्टर है तो वो डेप्रिसिएशन होगी या कोई पार्ट ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी का पुराना हो चुका है, इंटरनल कोई चेंजेस हैं, तो वो फिजिकल फैक्टर होगा, अदरवाइज इकोनॉमिकल फैक्टर होगा। ये आपको माइंड में रखना है। ऑब्सोलेंस कितने तरह का होता है और इसके ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन जरूर पूछा जाएगा, और ये आपको बिल्कुल क्लियर होना चाहिए। एनी फैक्टर अफेक्टिंग फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी, हो सकता है वहां पर कोई न्यूसेंस हो जाए आसपास, कोई in case any dump yard is constructed near the property, any nala or any drain is constructed, or any garbage treatment plant or anything, so, STP or sewage treatment plant like that, something is constructed near the property, then it is an external factor, not the internal, and it cannot be controlled by the owner of the property. Yes, sir, over to you.
Rent control legislation that caps rental yields at below market levels is an example of a
legal
Option
factor.
3, legal.
Legal
no, it
factor.
is legal factor. Because of this legal factors, tenants cannot be exacted. If a property is under rent control act, you cannot exact the tenants at any cost. That is why this is a legal factor. Next is the migration of high income demographic into a previously low income neighborhood accompanied by redevelopment and rising property prices is known as
Option 1.
what should be the option?
Suburbanization.
Option 3, suburbanization.
सर इसमें क्या हो रहा है, थोड़ा क्वेश्चन को ध्यान से पढ़िए। पहले तो ये हो रहा है, पहले क्या हो रहा है कि माइग्रेशन क्या हो रही है, प्लीज रीड द क्वेश्चन केयरफुली। प्रॉब्लम यहीं पे है, क्या हो रहा है? That high income demographic into previously low income neighborhood. Okay, high income groups, people are moving in a low income neighborhood, and because of that, what is happening? Because of that, what is happening? There is redevelopment and rising property prices.
Gentrification.
So what should be the answer?
Gentrification. Sir, two.
So it is
Two, sir,
gentrification.
gentrification.
This is called gentrification, sir. सर प्रॉब्लम यही है कि हम लोग थोड़ा सा ध्यान नहीं देते, क्वेश्चन को पूरी तरह से नहीं पढ़ते। तो प्लीज रीड द क्वेश्चन केयरफुली and answers also. So most of the questions are having answers in itself. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस के आंसर उनके बीच में ही है। Clear? Anybody having any doubt? So what is gentrification? The gentrification is a social phenomena where an influx of wealthier residents into lower income neighborhood triggers renovation, displacement of original residents, and sharp increases in the property value. This is basically a social factor. If he has asked in the question, what type of factor it is a social factor. Physical factor, economic factor, this is a social factor. कई बार क्वेश्चन फैक्टर के बेस पे भी पूछा जा सकता है। नेक्स्ट इज high vacancy rates in a commercial districts, rising under unemployment and declining rental incomes are primarily factors depressing property values.
Two, sir. Two.
Force.
Sir, economic.
Economic factors.
Economic, sir.
So it is economic factors. Clear? कोई डाउट है इसमें? A change in floor space index or floor area ratio by the planning authority for a specific zone कौन सा फैक्टर होगा?
Physical. Physical.
Legal.
लीगल आएगा.
Legal factors.
Floor area ratio
लीगल सर.
सकता है.
Legal factor.
Legal factor, sir.
Legal factor, sir.
इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर.
वैसे तो ये टेक्निकल फैक्टर है.
Look, deal with them also, sir. Please bear with us. We are trying to have maximum things in English, but there may be certain persons who are not able to understand English. For them, we have to.
If anyone is having any doubt and he want to ask in Hindi, we can't stop. We have to answer that doubt.
We have to give the answers in Hindi also, sir. But most of the time we are dealing in English only. So next thing is highest and best use and value in exchange. What is value highest and best use? Means the use of the property which is legally permissible, physically possible, financially feasible, and maximum productive. Legally permissible means, what does this mean? If it is if you are constructing a commercial building in a residential zone, you cannot do that. If the zoning is residential, it is not legally permissible to construct a commercial building over it. Means it is not legally permissible. Then physical possible. Physical possible means the size of the land should be such. If you want to construct a multi-story building over a plot, it should have sufficient size. Only then you will be able to construct a building over it. And then financially feasible. It means you should have, if you construct a building, you should have financials availability with you. And maximum productive means if you convert that building into a residential building to a commercial building, it is legally permissible, it is physically possible and financially feasible, then it should be, you should get highest value in that case. That is maximally productive. Means that use which gives highest value, that is called highest and best use. But that you should have all these four things in it. And then you should know the difference between what is the value in use and value in exchange. What is the difference between value in use and value in exchange? Value in use is worth to a specific user for a specific purpose. Okay, I have a factory, I am manufacturing certain products, and it is useful for me. It may not be having same use for the other person. And value in exchange means price achievable in the open market, objective and market determined value. at how much price it will be exchanged in the market. That is value in exchange. So the difference between value in use and value in exchange, you should know the difference. Clear? And so we will be having certain MCQs based upon it. The 4 criteria that a use must satisfy to qualify as a highest and best use of a property are.
Option 1.
So we have studied this. It should be legally permissible, it should be physically possible, it should be
Option A.
financially feasible, and it should be maximally productive.
Yes.
Number
Clear?
1.
Number
Answer is 1. See the next question.
It will be second.
It's 2, sir.
Option 2.
So whenever I have a valuer, you have to do the valuation. It means you will be doing valuation.
Second one, sir.
You will do the valuation based upon highest and best use analysis. So the answer is second one. Clear? Anybody having any doubt? Okay. Value in exchange is synonymous with which of the following concepts?
Third one.
Investment value
Option
to
3.
So this is what we have already discussed, that value in exchange is market value in an open market. At what
Option 1.
price? So the answer is, what should be the answer?
3,
So
sir.
answer is 3.
Market value of the open market.
Market value in the open markets.
करता था बोला है.
Okay. So that is what we have studied, sir. What is value in exchange? We have already discussed this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
A specialized pharmaceutical manufacturing plant has unique equipment and layout suited only for its current operator. Its value to the current operator is 200 crores, significantly exceed its market value of 80 crores. This difference illustrates principle of substitution in action, gap between value in use and value in exchange, effect of physical obsolescence in the market value, and over investment in improvements relative to the land value.
Option 2. Gap between value in use and value in exchange.
2, sir.
Yes, second one.
होना चाहिए सर. Option 2.
Up. So this thing clears you. Okay, what is the difference between value in use and value in exchange? इससे आपका डाउट क्लियर हो गया होगा कि वैल्यू इन यूज और वैल्यू इन एक्सचेंज में क्या डिफरेंस है. क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
HBU analysis is conducted separately for land is as if vacant and property as improved. This is because. What should be the answer?
Option 2.
Option 2.
Option 2.
Option 2 लगा.
Clear?
Yes.
कोई डाउट? A property is legally zoned for residential use, but the owner wants to use it as a commercial office. Which HBU criterion does this proposed use fail?
Option 3.
Number 3.
Legally.
Number 3.
Legally permissible.
Number 3.
It is not legally permissible. Clear?
3.
So next in your syllabus is real properties, rights, interest, and ownership. So whenever you buy a property, you buy a bundle of rights. Means right to use, enjoy, exclude others, sell, lease, mortgage, and devise property. So it will depend upon what type of ownership it is. If it is a freehold property, all these things will be there. But if it is a leasehold property, you will having certain rights, not all the rights. Lessee cannot sell that property. So whenever you buy a property or whenever you get a property on lease, you get a certain bundle of rights. And based upon the rights a person is having in that property, the valuation is done on the basis of the rights he has in that property. So freehold property, absolute ownership with the perpetual tenure. Leasehold property means right to occupy for a defined period under a lease agreement. And there are types of co-ownership, joint tenancy with survivorship versus tenancy in common, undivided shares without survivorship. So we will discuss these. The bundle of rights in a real property ownership includes the following except.
Option C. Override zoning
Option C.
regulation.
Means you do not have the right to override zoning regulations.
Except.
Option 4.
Sir, see here.
Except.
You have to tell accept. So it is not option 4, sir. It is option 3. You cannot override zoning regulations.
3, sir. 3. Question number.
Clear? A leasehold property is best described as absolute ownership, contractual right to occupy the property for a fixed period under specified terms with the freehold vesting in the landlord, temporary license to use.
Second.
Option 2.
Option 2.
Option 2.
So it means you. So see the difference here. The word is occupy the property. You cannot possess the property. You can only occupy that property. See the difference in the words. If it is possession, it means he is the owner. If he is occupying, he may or may not be the owner. In lease, he is just occupier for a certain period, for a fixed period, under specified terms. That is leasehold property. Clear? Anybody having any doubt?
Sir, actually I wanted to ask, sir, जो leasehold पट्टे होते हैं ना, तो in that cases property sale नहीं हो सकती है?
Well, it can be transferred. It cannot be sold. It will depend. कि जो आपका what are the terms written there?
Okay. अच्छा सेलेबिलिटी वहां पे मेंशन्ड होती है.
It will not be salability, it will be transferability.
Okay.
The next one will also be a lessee. He will
Okay.
not be the owner.
Okay, got it, sir.
He will be leaseholder.
Yeah, true.
In a joint tenancy, if the co-owner dies, their share of property
Passes to the legal heirs. Option 1.
Option 1.
Option 1.
Option 1 passes to legal heirs.
Option 1.
Option 3.
No.
Option 3.
जी सर हमने यहाँ पे पढ़ा है अभी. In joint tenancy, upon the death of joint tenant, their interest automatically vests with the surviving owners by passing succession laws and probate. वहां पे किसी विल की जरूरत नहीं होगी. There will not be any will or probate. It will be automatically vested with the survivors, surviving co-owners. In tenancy in common, each co-owner's undivided share can be inherited by their heirs. See the difference between joint ownership, joint tenancy. In joint tenancy, what will happen? Their interest automatically vests with the surviving co-owners. But in tenancy in common, there are two words. One is joint tenancy and other is tenancy in common. Joint tenancy में क्या होगा? What will be there in the joint tenancy?
इधर survivor हो गया ना.
Yes, it will be transferred to the survivors. But in tenancy in common, it will go to the
legal order.
Clear है? Which of the following correctly describe the tenancy in common? Co-ownership, where each co-owner holds an undivided share which can be unequal size and is inheritable. That is tenancy in common. Clear है? कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लो. दोनों के डिफरेंस, you should know the difference between the. You may get 1 marks MCQ over it. A mortgagee's interest in real property is an example of.
सर 2 नंबर.
3 number.
3.
Option 2, sir.
Option 2 number.
सर हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं?
Option B.
मॉर्टगेजी के पास क्या अथॉरिटी होती है? वो possession. It is not a possessory. He is not a possessor of the property. He is only occupier, sir. What we have discussed. It is a non-possessory security interest. He is just occupying that property. He is not possessor of that property. He's अगर हिंदी में बोले तो उसका कब्जा नहीं है, वो उसको उसका यूज कर रहा है।
और सॉरी सर, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ 'ਚ ਚਲ गए ਸੀ कि ਜੇ मतलब ਅੱਗੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ होगा।
हाँ जी, ठीक है। इज इट क्लियर?
सर
सो इट
उसमें
इज ए
ऐसा
नॉन यस।
सर उसमें ऐसा नहीं रहेगा कि वो मॉर्गेज डीड का कॉवेंट पे डिपेंड्स करेगा कि
नहीं नहीं
इज इट
सर, इट नो नो नो,
ओके
it is just he is not just an occupier of the property, he is not a possessor of that property.
ओके
This is where the difference. And easement, you have all of you must understand and have dealt with this term easement.
2 नंबर सर।
Easement is best described as full ownership. No, in case of, you should remember it is not a full ownership. Second, a non-possessory right to use another's land for a specific limited purpose. Clear है? Anybody having any doubt about this easement? किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ सकता है।
लैंड लॉक्ड लैंड में हो सकता है सर।
Yes sir, land in case of landlocked land,
उसको
if he is getting
पैसेज मिला है
passage from some neighborhood, then it is. ठीक है संदीप जी, we may have a short tea break.
I would like to request Dr. Rajvinder sir to please take the charge for the next session. Sir, are you there?
Yes sir.
Yes.
Thank you Sandeep ji.
Welcome back, sir.
Okay, and very warm welcome to all the participants. Now we will discuss about the basic things, annuities and capitalization. So basically this is a important topic in which you have to study year's purchase, present value, sinking fund, and related concepts from a IBBI examination. In today's session we will only study the basic part. During numerical we will study how these formulas will be derived and how you can use Excel sheets. In the examination you will be getting Excel sheets. In Excel sheets you can use inbuilt formulas are there. You need not to remember any of the formula for numerical purposes. Otherwise he may ask you just what is a formula to be used for sinking fund, etc. For that you only remember. For numerical part you need not to remember any of the formula. All the formulas are inbuilt in the Excel itself. What is annuity? How it is defined?
Two.
Option 2, sir.
Option 2.
Option 2.
Option 2. Annuity is, first thing is, it is an equal periodic payment. Means amount of payment will remain same. If it is 1000, in every payment it should be 1000. It may be income or expenditure. Payment does not mean it is always income. It may be expenditure also. Second thing is receivable or payable. If it is income, it means it is receivable, and if it is expenditure, it means it is payable. So equal periodic payment at regular intervals. Regular interval means, what does this it means? What does this it mean? Means you have to do regularly. And another thing is, intervals should always remain same. If it is biannual, it should be always biannual. If it is quarterly, it should be quarterly. It is not that once you get it quarterly and on the second time you get it biannually. Equal periodic payment at equal intervals, and that should be regular. That is called annuity. It is a series of equal periodic payments at regular intervals over a specified period. Anybody having any doubt about annuity?
$12.5.
Yeah, 1/8, that is
12.5.
12.5.
100 by 8.
12.5. 100 by 8.
You can explain that what this is YP.
Equivalent of ₹1 received periodically.
That is simple definition. See here. Just hold on. See, let us suppose you are getting 10,000 rupees every year. You have given a, let us suppose, just to make the things clear, let us suppose you have given a house on rent, and you, at the end of every year you are getting an amount of 10,000 rupees. Let us suppose you get, you are to have get this rent for 10 years.
सर आपकी आवाज कम आ रही है सर, प्लीज.
Just hold on. अब ठीक है?
Yes.
बेटर है, बेटर है. थैंक यू सर.
Is it? So let us suppose you are getting 10,000 rupees for you are getting 10,000 rupees every year at the end of every year. Okay. Now, let us suppose instead of getting 10,000 rupees every year, if you have to get a lump sum amount as on today, how much amount will you get? At the end of 10 years, you will be getting an amount of 1 lakh. Okay. But instead of getting it every year after the end of 10 after at the end of 1 year, at the end of second year, if you say that you give me a lump sum amount as on today, whether it will be 1 lakh or it will be more than 1 lakh or less than 1 lakh.
Less than 1 lakh
Less than
NPV of above.
So it will be less than 1 lakh because of time value of the money. Clear? Any doubt? So, for example, if it is 10,000 at the end of, let us suppose after 1 year, if you get this amount as on today, how much will be, how will you calculate this amount as on today? If you have to get it as on today, how much amount will you get? How will you
10,000
calculate that?
divided by 1 plus interest rate raised to number of
Let
years.
us suppose rate of interest is 10%. Then how much amount will you get to as on today?
10,000 divided by 1.1.
10,000 divided by 1.1. How you calculate that? From where this
1 plus
1.1 came?
r whole raised to 1
So
divided.
basically, the formula is present value formula. What is present value formula? 1 over 1 plus r raised to power n. Formula is 1 divided by 1 plus r raised to power n. This is the formula. Okay. If you apply this formula here, 1 equals to 1 divided by 1 plus 10% raised to power n. N is 1. For first year it is 1. Okay. This will be the formula. Means you will be getting 10,000 into present value factor this. Instead of 10,000 you will be getting 9,090. As on today you will be getting 9,090. Similarly, you can calculate present value factor for the others also. Equals to this
Fixed reference of interest rate.
1 divided by 1 plus raised to power 2. You can calculate it this way. And is at the end of the this 10,000, instead of getting 10,000 which you were to get after the end of 2 years, you will be getting only 8,264 rupees. And total you will be getting 61,445. Instead of 1 lakh, you will be getting 61,445. See here, there is one method. Either you calculate this way, that you calculate the present value of every year, and then you get sum that will be 61,445. And if you see here this factor, what is this factor? 6.144. If you multiply this 10,000, 1 lakh with 6.14. If you multiply this 10,000 with 6.14, you will get 61,000. If you multiply this 10,000, which is your year income, with this factor, this 6.144, what you will get? 61,445. Means this factor this is year's purchase. कि if you multiply a single year's income with that factor, that will give you the value of what you will get after 10 years. The present value of what you will be getting every year. This is a multiplying factor. ये एक मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर है जिसमें आप हर साल जो आपको 10,000 मिलना था, अगर इस फैक्टर से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो एक ही स्टेप में आप ये वैल्यू निकाल लोगे. इन ए सिंगल स्टेप you can calculate the value which you will get if you multiply a single year's income with this multiplying factor. You will get the total amount which you will get at the end of every year. This value is called capitalized value, and this factor is called year's purchase. And this value is called capitalized value. Understand what is year's purchase? सभी को समझ आ गया year's purchase क्या है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
कोई डाउट है दोबारा पूछ लो. किसी को कोई डाउट है तो दोबारा पूछ लो.
सर इसको दोबारा एक्सप्लेन करो, ये क्यों निकालते हैं, किस लिए जरूरत है?
किस लिए जरूरत है देखिए. कि मेरे पास एक
This is time value of money.
मैं अभी बता रहा हूँ. देखिए, let us suppose that you deposited a sum of 1 lakh in the bank. You deposited a sum of 1 lakh in the bank. Let us suppose the rate of interest is 10%. How much interest will you get every year?
10,000.
10,000. हाँ जी. कौन? फिर वो दूसरे प्रिंट करा देगा. चलो. So it is 10,000. Okay. So let us suppose instead of you are getting interest as 10,000. Let us suppose this is Mr. A. Let us suppose Mr. B is having a house from where he is getting 10,000 as rent. And if you compare both the investment, and let us suppose rate of at 10% rate of interest, what should be the value of its investment? What should be the value of its investment?
1 lakh.
1 lakh. How you calculate 1 lakh?
You mentioned the screen.
How you calculated this 1 lakh?
Annual rent divided by rate of return.
You divided 10,000.
Divided by 0.10.
You divide it with 10% means 0.1. The value is
1 lakh.
1 lakh. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
दोबारा बोलना.
जी दिलीप बलानी जी, ये मत करिए आप, प्रेजेंटेशन आप अपनी मत डालिए, मेरे को प्रॉब्लम होती है.
दोबारा बोलना जरा. 10,000 रेंट पर month annually.
Sir, you are getting this 10,000 annually.
Annually.
Let us suppose. And rate of interest is
10%.
10%. What should be the value in value of your investment here?
Yes.
Income if you compare both the
income 10,000 divided by 10
means 1 lakh. दोनों की इन्वेस्टमेंट की वैल्यू सेम होनी चाहिए अगर आप सेम रिटर्न आ रही है तो.
10,000. हाँ.
क्लियर है?
हाँ जी.
ठीक है ना. if you are getting same return, the value should be same.
Yes, sir.
If the rate of interest is same, it means the value of his house is
1
what
lakh.
is the house?
1 lakh.
Value of his house?
1 lakh.
1 lakh. So this value is called capitalized value.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So this value is called capitalized value.
Mr.
So this capitalized value कैसे निकालते हैं आप?
Sir,
how you calculate? You divide your net income.
Mr. Jaikumar, am I audible to you? Mr. Jaikumar, sir, we are not at all interested in teaching any woodwork or interior work or any wall paneling behind you. If you are not able to show your face, then please leave the class. We are not interested in teaching your background or any fan or any chair or any interior work, whatsoever costly it is. Is it clear to you, Mr. Jaikumar? Am I audible to you? Mr. Jaikumar. Yes, sir. Over to you.
So, is it clear? What is capitalized value?
Yes, sir.
It is net income divided by
rate of return.
Rate of return. This you can write it as net income multiplied by 1 upon R. You can write it like this. कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं, ऐसे लिखेंगे तो हम. This 1 upon R, this is called this 1 upon R is called, क्या बोलते हैं इसको? This is called years purchase. क्लियर है? अब कंसेप्ट समझ आ गया. व्हाट इज कैपिटलाइज्ड वैल्यू, व्हाट इज ईयर्स परचेज?
जी सर.
किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लो.
सर एक टर्म होती है ना कैपिटलाइजेशन रेट, वो अलग होती है?
वही है, यही. दिस इज कैपिटलाइजेशन रेट. दिस आर इज कैपिटलाइजेशन रेट.
ओके, सो ईयर्स परचेज इज 1 डिवाइडेड बाय कैपिटलाइजेशन रेट.
यस.
बांसल सर, इसका मतलब हम प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यूएशन जो रेंट के ऊपर है उसको इसके अकॉर्डिंग निकाल सकते हैं ना?
जी 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 जी. सो दिस इज यूज्ड फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ इनकम जनरेटिंग प्रॉपर्टीज. इसको कहां पे यूज करेंगे? जिस जहां से इनकम जनरेट हो रही है जिस प्रॉपर्टी.
यस यस. थैंक यू.
क्लियर है? किसी को कोई डाउट है? आप ये बात समझ आ गई? बेसिक आपको समझ आ गया?
Yes, sir. I have a doubt.
हाँ जी।
Sir, for example, if one have two property and both property has different value. Hello.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
So what effect is it is going on year purchase or
सर वैल्यू जो है वो डिपेंड करेगी, व्हाट आर द थिंग्स इन्वॉल्व इन द वैल्यू। फर्स्ट थिंग इज, if two properties are having different values, they will be having different income. If rate of interest is same, it means there are two things involved in it. कैपिटलाइज्ड वैल्यू में कौन कौन सी चीजें इन्वॉल्व है सर?
इनकम,
इनकम एंड रेट. If rate is same, it means
net income is different.
net income is different. क्लियर?
Okay, sir.
तो बेसिक समझ लगे कि वाईपी हम कहां पे यूज करते हैं। अब वाईपी निकालना कैसे है वो आपको बता दिया कि वाईपी आपने कैसे निकालना। वाईपी क्या है समझ लगी कि दिस इज ए मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर। So basically what happens in every case we cannot apply this YP as 1 upon R. This is particularly valid if the income is perpetual. If the income is, अगर आपकी इनकम परपेचुअल है तो ये रेट ये वाला फार्मूला लगेगा। व्हाट डज दिस परपेचुअल मीन?
लगातार
सर
लगातार
इंफिनिटी मतलब
अगर ये इनकम 50 साल से ऊपर है तो लगातार 50 साल से लेके 99 या 999 ईयर्स तक चलती है तो दिस फार्मूला इज वैलिड।
YP perpetuity.
That is perpetual. Perpetual means more than 50 years. If the time period is more than 50 years, then we use YP perpetual. This is YP perpetual. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Then there is another formula. तो YP परपेचुअल का फार्मूला आपको पता चल गया। ये अब ज्यादा डिटेल में हम लोग केस स्टडीज में करेंगे, उसके लिए ये फार्मूला हो गया आपका 1 अपॉन R। मीन्स व्हेन टाइम पीरियड इज मोर देन 50 years।
एक्सक्यूज मी सर, यदि हम कोई टेनेंटेड हाउस है सर,
हाँ जी,
उसने सिर्फ किराए पे दे रखा है मकान बना के और उससे वो इनकम प्रॉपर्टी रेंटल इनकम जो है ना सिर्फ ले रहा है,
हाँ जी, हाँ जी,
हम उसकी वैल्यू निकालते हैं तो इसी फार्मूले से कैपिटलाइज्ड वैल्यू निकालेंगे सर।
जी 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 जी।
ये तो बट ये काम तो नहीं कर रहा है इन एक्चुअल जो है ना
क्यों
प्रैक्टिस
नहीं
में।
कर रहा है यार? क्यों नहीं कर रहा है?
नहीं सर,
हाँ सर, उसमें उसमें क्या होता है कि वो पार्ट वैल्यू रहती है और पार्टली जो अप्रिशिएट होती है प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यू ईयर ऑन ईयर,
वो सारा कुछ आएगा
डे
सर।
बाय डे,
अभी अभी
तो
हम
दोनों
वहां पे
मिला के
पहुंचे,
वैल्यू बनती है।
वो अभी हम उस पे आए नहीं, अभी आते हैं सर। अभी अभी चल रहे हैं सर, अभी तो शुरुआत हुई है ना।
जी सर।
ठीक है, ये फार्मूला कब लगाए? जब आप कोई प्रॉपर्टी रेंट पे है, इट मींस यू विल अज्यूम इट टू बी परपेचुअल। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ये जो मेथड्स है वो इंजीनियर्स के, हमारे इंजीनियर, हम लोग जो हैं वो एज एन इंजीनियर वी अज्यूम दैट प्रॉपर्टीज वैल्यू विल अप्रिशिएट। Properties value should appreciate, it means the rent should increase. But if it is a rent control property, if it is under Rent Control Act, then this formula will be applicable. So there are many things we will discuss as the things comes. Now, if it is perpetual means if the time period is more than 50 years, we will be using this formula. If time period is less than 50 years,
YP single
then
rate.
which formula will you use?
YP single rate.
YP single rate. YP single rate formula, you remember it in this way. This is equals to 1 upon R into
1 minus
1
present value.
minus PV.
Present value.
If lease period, we generally call it lease period. If lease period is less than 50 years. If lease period is less than 50 years. So you can write it like this. So present value, you know what is the formula for present value?
1 by 1 plus R to the power n.
1 over 1 plus R raised to power n. So instead of PV, you can write like this. Then there is another formula, YP dual rate. We will discuss this as a term will come. As of now, you understand these two things. One is YP and YP single rate. Clear?
सर ये YPSR निकाला, ये मतलब
हाँ जी,
वैल्यू अकॉर्डिंग टू रेंट है.
वैल्यू अगर रेंट के अकॉर्डिंग नहीं, ये फार्मूला अगर आप देखिए, देयर आर टू थिंग्स, वन इज रेंटेड प्रॉपर्टी, अदर इज लीज होल्ड प्रॉपर्टी.
Yes.
Rented property means tenant will not vacate the property. You will be getting rent every year for perpetually. Then if it is a rented property, then which formula will you use?
YPSR. YP perpetuity.
YP perpetual. If it is a leasehold property and lease period is more than 50 years, then you will use this formula. And if the lease period is less than 50 years, you will be using
YP single rate.
Clear?
This is also for fixed rent. If there is increase in rent, then there should be 1 upon R minus G. That is
then
growth
we will
rate.
be using YP reversion to perpetuity. वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे जब आएगा. अभी एज ऑफ नाउ आप कंफ्यूज मत हो, अभी दो ही समझ लो.
सर दोबारा रिपीट कर दोगे जरा.
जी देखिए, दो तरह के केसेस हो सकते. देयर मे बी टू केसेस. वन केस इज रेंटेड प्रॉपर्टी, other case is leasehold property.
Yes.
If it is a rented property, you will assume it to be that you will be getting rent perpetually. Perpetually means which formula you will be using?
YP over 1 over R. 1 over R.
1 over R. Agar if it is a leasehold property, then you will check what is the remaining lease period. What is the remaining lease period? If the remaining lease period is more than 50 years, then which formula will you use?
YP perpetuity. SR. YPSR.
YP.
SR.
If it is, sir, if it is more than 50 years,
then YPSR.
YP single rate you will be using only when if it is less than 50 years.
YP is equal 1 over R. YPSR less than 50 years.
If it is more than 50 years, sir.
So YP
And
is
that
equal
is
to 1
also
upon R.
why 50 years, because there is negligible
YPSR.
change in calculation after 50 years.
If it is more than 50 years, sorry.
YP is equal to 1 upon R.
Okay. ठीक है?
Remaining period 50 years more than.
If YP is more than 50 years, then you will be using YP perpetual. If it is less than 50 years, then you will be using YP single rate.
YPSR means
single rate.
Less than 50 years.
Yes.
Remaining period.
Yes.
remaining period of lease.
Less than 50 years. Okay. So here, which formula you will be using?
YP perpetuity.
YP perpetual means 1 upon R. 1 upon R means R is 1 upon 8%. 8% means 100 will go up in the numerator. 100 upon 8. Value will be
12.5.
12.5. So what will be the capitalized value?
1 crore.
How you calculate
I
this?
have one doubt.
Yes.
When we are using perpetuity 1 by R, and
Yes.
when we are considering there is growth, then we are using 1 by R minus G.
एक मिनट यहाँ पे ग्रोथ, ये जो जितने भी फार्मूले हैं इसमें यही माना जाता है कि वैल्यू जो रेंट है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा।
नहीं सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि
एप्रिसिएशन हो, जो कोई भी डेप्रिसिएशन होती है, एप्रिसिएशन इसमें नहीं काउंट की जाती।
नहीं, मेरा सर
तो
क्वेश्चन ये
आपका
है कि
मानना वो जो भी होगा सर, इस फार्मूले, ये जो फार्मूले है उसमें कुछ भी मानते हो, हम सभी को मालूम है कि एप्रिशिएट होता है, लेकिन ये फार्मूले काउंटिंग के फार्मूले है। इसमें पहली ही बात ये याद रखनी है कि प्रॉपर्टी के वैल्यू बढ़ नहीं रही है।
नहीं, उसमें ये क्वेश्चन ये है सर, व्हेन ग्रोथ रेट एक्सीड्स इंटरेस्ट रेट, जो रिटर्न
और
रेट
वो
है,
इंटरेस्ट ग्रोथ रेट जो भी मर्जी हो वो हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे कि कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है इंटरेस्ट रेट, वो वहां पे आएगी वो बात। इन फार्मूला में कहीं पे भी यूज नहीं करना। और जब वो बात आएगी जब हमने ये कैलकुलेट करना है कि हाउ टू कैलकुलेट दिस 6%, तब हम डिस्कस करेंगे। यहां पे यही एज्यूम किया जाता है, यू हैव टू एज्यूम इट दैट द देयर will not be any appreciation in the value of the property. These formulas are accounting formulas. So for engineers, these things are beyond our understanding. ऐसा होता नहीं है, वैल्यू बढ़ती है, लेकिन क्या करे, फार्मूले ही ये है। देयर आर मैनी फार्मूला, इसमें यही चीज है। अभी अगर आप रिवर्शन पे जाओगे तो इन केस ऑफ रिवर्शन वहां पे भी यही होता है कि आज की वैल्यू लेके उसको बाद फिर उस पे आप रिवर्शन की वैल्यू निकालते हो, जबकि ऐसा होता नहीं है। ग्रोथ होती है लेकिन नहीं काउंट की जाती इन फार्मूलों में, यही दिक्कत है सर। दैट इज वेयर द प्रॉब्लम लाइज। Okay, so you this is your net income. You divide it with 6%, you will get it to be 1 crore. Okay.
सर रिवर्जन के केस में सर तो
अभी
लीव
आएगा
पीरियड
सर, आएगा। अभी आते हैं। अभी ऐसे ना करो, बीच में ना करो, जब आएगा हम डिस्कस करेंगे रिवर्जन।
सर रिमेंबर अ फेमस डायलॉग ऑफ मिस्टर शाहरुख खान, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त, अभी तो शुरू हुआ है, अभी तो पूरा का पूरा चलना है, तो अभी इतनी जल्दबाजी मत करिए, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है। इट इज जस्ट, वी आर जस्ट रिमेम्बरिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट्स, अभी तो शुरुआत होनी है, तो हैव पेशेंस, थोड़ा जल्दी मत करिए, धीरे धीरे, जब आप जल्दी करेंगे वहीं पर गड़बड़ होगी। हमेशा एग्जाम में आप कॉन्फिडेंस कब लूज करते हैं, व्हेन यू आर इन हरी। स्टेप बाय स्टेप आगे बढ़ेंगे तो आपके लिए भी इजी होगा समझना, हमें आपको समझाना आसान होगा। अगर आप कंफ्यूज करेंगे, देखिए आपको बहुत कुछ पता होगा, इससे आगे का भी बहुत कुछ पता होगा, लेकिन यहां पर जो चल रहा है उस पर कंसंट्रेट करिए एज ऑफ नाउ। यस सर, ओवर टू यू।
So next is how the rate of capitalization rate is calculated or determined by. How this rate of
Heard it.
capitalization rate?
According to rate of interest of bank.
Option 3.
Option 3.
So it is option 3 for rate of for assuming the rate of interest, capitalization rate of interest. What you have to do? Market evidence from the comparable and investment transactions. Then you have to include risk factor also, risk percentage for that particular asset. Then location and income security. Clear? Any doubt? किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लो. Then what is sinking fund? What is sinking fund?
Second one.
So sinking fund, it is basically a series of equal periodic payments invested at compound interest to accumulate a target capital sum at a future date. अब यहीं पे वो बात आ जाती है that we assume, let us suppose you have constructed a building for 60 lakh and age of the building is 60 years. You know, after, let us suppose for example, you have bought a car for 10 lakh rupees and you are using it as a taxi. You know, after 15 years, you will need another car. So what will you do in that case?
कुछ ऐसे रखते जाएंगे जिससे कि आगे दोबारा खरीद सके उस गाड़ी को.
सर धीरे
So
धीरे
to which,
नए कार के लिए
sir,
पैसे
for
जमा
that
करो.
case, we shall deposit regular intervals of money to generate funds equal to value of the new car.
So you bought a car for 15 lakh. You know, you have started using it as a taxi and you are getting certain return from the car. But you know, after 15 years, you will need another car. So if you are getting, let us suppose you are getting 40,000 income every year. And if you spend this all 40 years, after 15 years, what will happen? What will happen after 15 years? You need a new car, but you do not have the money with you. Then what will you do? You will deposit certain amount in the bank that at the end of 15 years, you are having how much amount in the bank? Here we will assume that the cost of the car will remain 15 lakh after 15 years. Though the car's cost may increase, definitely will increase. But we will be depositing certain amount in the bank so that we are able to get a sum of 15 lakh at the end of 15 years when you need a new car. That amount which you deposit in the bank every year or every month, that periodic payment, that is called
Annual sinking fund.
Sinking fund. Clear? Any doubt? The formula for annual sinking fund is so we will discuss it in the
सर दोबारा
case studies.
एग्जाम्पल सर दोबारा बताना, वो जो बताया था भी आपने. कार
सर आपने एक कार खरीदी आज 15 लाख की.
हाँ जी.
आप उसको टैक्सी चलानी शुरू कर दी. आपको पता है कि 15 साल के बाद कार को मेरे को नहीं चाहिए हो. अगर 15 लाख से आपको मान लो 40,000 हर महीने इनकम हो रही थी, 40,000, तो अब 40,000 का 40,000 आप खर्च करते रहे. 15 साल बाद क्या होगा? कार नहीं लेनी पड़ेगी, आपके पास पैसा है नहीं लेने के लिए, फिर क्या करोगे? तो उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, हर साल उस 40,000, हर महीने जो 40,000 में से हमें आ रहा है, हम कुछ पैसे बैंक में जमा करवाते रहेंगे। हम ये एज्यूम करेंगे कि 15 लाख ही रहेगी 15 साल बाद भी कार की कीमत, वैसे तो बढ़ जाएगी, लेकिन यहाँ पर जो है वो हम यही जो एज्यूम करते हैं कि 15 लाख ही रहेंगे। तो वो जो पैसे हर साल आप बैंक में जमा करवाते रहे, उससे क्या होगा? 15 साल बाद क्या मिलेगा आपको? 15 लाख मिल जाएगा। अपने आप टोटल तो 15 लाख नहीं ना कराया, क्योंकि कुछ तो आपको इंटरेस्ट भी मिलता रहेगा जो आप पैसे आप जमा करवाते रहे, जैसे आरडी करवाते रहे हर साल, हर महीने या हर साल, तो उसके ऊपर कुछ इंटरेस्ट भी मिलेगा। तो एक कम्युलेटिव सम आपको 15 लाख मिल जाएगा। तो हर साल जितना अमाउंट आपने बैंक में जमा करवाना है, टू गेट दैट 15 लाख, दैट इज
सिंकिंग फंड,
एनुअल सिंकिंग फंड।
एनुअल सिंकिंग फंड।
That formula is r divided by 1 plus r a to power n minus 1. बेसिकली इट इज r divided by fv minus 1, वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे कैसे। ठीक है। Then the purpose of redemption of capital in the context of leasehold property valuation is to
Option 4.
Option 4.
what should be your answer?
1.
Sir, option 1.
1.
1 4.
Correct answer is 1. When an investor purchases a leasehold interest, the capital invested is wasting. At the end of lease, the property reverts back. So, what is redemption basically? What is redemption basically?
The redemption is the withdrawal of the amount that you have paid in advance of unused
Here it is not
material.
redemption. So basically, what is redemption here is in our valuation part. Okay.
Withdrawal
See,
of the
and we will
amount.
taking an example that will make the things clear to you. Let us suppose Mr. A leased a plot to Mr. B, and he is getting 40,000 as a rent from Mr. A, Mr. B. तो लोकेश जी ये मत करिए, and Mr. B constructed a building over it, and he subleased this lease was for, let us suppose, 25 years. After 25, Mr. B constructed a building over it, and he subleased this building. After and he started getting 4 lakh rupees as a rent every year. But after 25 years, what will happen? What will happen after 25 years?
Property will be the
Back
lesser.
to A.
property will be reverted back to Mr. A. And income of Mr. B will. Now what will be the income after 25 years?
Zero.
Zero.
So what he will do in such a condition?
He
In
need
such
to
a
recover
condition, what
his
he will do?
money. Before that, he recovered that money.
He should recover some money. Then what is the option with him? उसके बाद ऑप्शन कैसे है, वो कैसे ये पैसे इकट्ठे करेगा, क्या ऑप्शन है उसका?
You will build corpus as a sinking fund.
As a sinking fund. So in such a condition, instead of using this formula 1 upon R, value should decrease or increase. For lesser, we can, if you have, this is lesser and this is lessee, Mr. B is lessee, then ऐसी सिचुएशन में this type of lease is called a declining lease for Mr. B. उसके केस में ये 1 upon R लगाओगे या कोई और फार्मूला लगाओगे? Which formula you will be using? कौन सा फार्मूला आप यूज करोगे?
Annual sinking fund. Sir, single rate perpetuity.
यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे ऐसी कंडीशन में? उसको क्या करना चाहिए?
Accumulated sum.
उसको क्या करना चाहिए ऐसी कंडीशन में? पहले ये बताओ, what should Mr. B should do in such case? He should deposit certain amount in the bank. Let us suppose that is IC. उसको सिंकिंग फंड के तौर पे कुछ पैसे बैंक में हर साल जमा करवाने पड़ेंगे. करवाने चाहिए कि नहीं?
करवाने चाहिए सर.
करवाने पड़ेंगे. अब जब भी कोई ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी की आप वैल्यू करते हो, वेन एवर यू डू द वैल्यूएशन ऑफ सच ए प्रॉपर्टी, वेदर मिस्टर बी इज डिपॉजिटिंग और नॉट, आप अज्यूम करोगे कि ये कराएगा ही. वो कराता है नहीं कराता, हमें उससे कुछ लेना देना नहीं. So in that case, what we do? Instead of using this 1 upon R, we assume that he is depositing this sum in the bank. So instead of 1 upon R, we will readjust this formula and this R will be increased to R plus IC. ये जो R था, जो परपेचुअल वाला फार्मूला था, इट विल बी चेंज टू R प्लस IC. अब देखिए इससे क्या हुआ, आपका डिनोमिनेटर की वैल्यू बढ़ेगी या घटेगी?
बढ़ेगी.
ये बढ़ने से क्या होगा कि ये जो वैल्यू कितनी आएगी, कम आएगी कि ज्यादा आएगी?
कम आएगी.
कम आएगी. तो वाईपी की वैल्यू कम होगी तो कैपिटलाइज्ड वैल्यू कम आएगी कि ज्यादा आएगी?
ज्यादा आएगी.
अरे भाई NI इंटू YP है फार्मूला.
ओके,
फार्मूला यही है.
हाँ, ओके, ज्यादा आएगी.
अगर R upon IC बढ़, अब R में कुछ ऐड कर दिया, if you added something in the R, value will increase or decrease? Denominator will
इंक्रीज. तो वैल्यू
अगर डिनोमिनेटर इंक्रीज होगा तो ये उसकी टोटल वैल्यू कम आएगी कि ज्यादा आएगी?
कम
आएगी. अगर YP की वैल्यू कम आएगी, इसका मतलब YP की वैल्यू कम आएगी, तो कैपिटलाइज्ड वैल्यू कितनी आएगी? कम आएगी कि ज्यादा?
कम
कम
कम आएगी। तो ऐसे केसेस में हम दिस इज कॉल्ड वाईपी डुअल रेट। दिस इज कॉल्ड
वाईपी ड्यूअल रेट।
वाईपी डुअल रेट, जहां पे दिस प्रोसेस इज रिडम्पशन ऑफ कैपिटल। दिस इज रिडम्पशन ऑफ कैपिटल। वो रिवर्शन अलग चीज है, वो वापस मिलनी है लेसर को, दैट इज रिवर्शन। दिस इज रिडम्पशन। समझ लगे वाईपी डुअल रेट कहां पे लगाना है?
यस सर यस।
किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लो। वाईपी डुअल रेट कहां पे लगेगा? यहां पे कुछ समय के बाद लेसी की इनकम जीरो हो जाएगी। when the lessee's income ceases after certain period of time, when the lease is for definite period, 20 year 25 years, when the lease is for definite period, we will be using YP dual rate. So this is redemption basically. Clear hai?
Yes sir.
Clear? That is basically recover the purchase price from the rental income before the lease expires. समझ लगी? That is redemption. वो जो lessee करेगा, that is redemption. जी क्लियर है? किसी को कोई डाउट आप समझ? ठीक है। तो अब रिवर्शनरी वैल्यू वो रिडम्पशन नहीं है। हम समझ लगी? रिवर्शनरी क्या है कि जो द प्रॉपर्टी विल रिवर्ट बैक टू द लेसर आफ्टर दैट डेफिनेट पीरियड, दैट इज रिवर्शन, दैट इज रिवर्शनरी वैल्यू। व्हाट इज रिवर्शनरी वैल्यू? Value of the property or income stream that becomes receivable at future date after a lease expiry, जब लीज एक्सपायर हो जाएगी उसके बाद जब वैल्यू प्रॉपर्टी वापस मिलेगी, दैट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ दैट इज रिवर्शनरी वैल्यू। क्लियर? एनीबॉडी हैविंग एनी डाउट? द डिफरेंस बिटवीन रिवर्शन एंड रिडम्पशन दोनों वाले एक सेम नहीं है। रिडम्पशन जो है वो लेसी के लिए है, रिवर्शन जो है लेसर के लिए। Redemption is for the lessee, reversion is for the lesser. अब पता लग गया आपको क्लियर है? वाईपी सिंगल रेट कहां लगेगा, वाईपी डुअल रेट कहां लगेगा, वाईपी परपेचुअल कहां लगेगा? तीनों क्लियर हो गए? किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लो। Anybody having any doubt about these three formulas?
Sir, can you repeat again, sir?
Sir, there are three formulas. One is YP perpetual. Where you will apply this for YP perpetual?
Where lease is more than 50 years.
When remaining lease period is more than 50 years. When remaining lease period is less than 50 years, which formula you will be using?
YP single rate.
YP single rate. When there is a lease for definite period, after which the income of the lessee will cease or come to zero, then which formula you will be using?
YP dual rate.
Then YP dual rate. Okay.
Single rate का repeat कर दीजिए।
Single rate will be used when remaining lease period is less than 50 years. Especially for the lesser, it is generally used for the lesser.
Okay.
For the lessee, if the lease period is definite and after that certain period lease income becomes zero, then you will be using YP dual rate. Clear? Clear है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
जी.
Sir, pertaining to the lessor's interest and lessee's interest, well, I will come back to that later, or can I ask the question now?
We will come back to later, sir. This is just MCQ. We will be taking a number of case studies of that. That will make the things clear to you.
Thank you, sir.
So reversionary value means the income of the property that will revert back to you after at a future date when the lease come to an end. Property is let at a passing rent of 4 lakh per annum, but the estimated rental value is 6 lakh per annum. The lease has 5 years remaining. Which valuation method is most appropriate?
Dual perpetual, dual rate.
Dual rate.
सर ध्यान से पढ़िए क्वेश्चन में.
Option 3.
Option 3.
And 3.
So it's really option 3. So basically what happens? 5 साल के लिए कितना रेंट मिलेगा? For 5 years, how much rent he will get?
4 lakh. 4 lakh.
4 lakhs.
Okay. That will which formula you will be using here?
YP reversion.
Present value.
Here you will be using YP single rate. For this 4 lakh you will be using YP
Single rate.
single rate. And after 5 years what will happen?
YP perpetuity.
YP perpetual. But अब यहाँ पे यही चीज देखने वाली है. अब ये चौथी चीज देखते हैं, चौथे वाला.
फ्रेंड, देयर इज नथिंग दैट वी कैन टीच यू. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो हम आपको पढ़ा सकते हैं या पढ़ाना चाहते हैं. एवरीथिंग यू हैव ऑलरेडी लर्न इन योर इंजीनियरिंग subjects in estimation and costing and valuation, as well as in your 50 hours education program. It is just, this course is just for brushing up the memory. सिर्फ आपको अपने दिमाग के ऊपर पड़ा हुआ धूल मिट्टी साफ करना है, सब कुछ याद आ जाएगा. तो अगर थोड़ा सा कंसंट्रेशन के साथ आप इस सेशन को अटेंड करेंगे तो आपको काफी डाउट्स क्लियर होने वाले हैं. और वो डाउट्स अगर क्लियर हो गए तो एग्जाम क्लियर करना कुछ भी नहीं है. देयर इज नथिंग डिफिकल्ट इन क्लियरिंग टू क्लियर द एग्जामिनेशन, एंड दैट टू इन द वेरी फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. तो अगर आप केयरफुली कंसंट्रेट करेंगे यहां पर क्या बताया जा रहा है, इट इज ऑल रिलेटेड टू एग्जामिनेशन एंड ऑल topics are concerned to the examination, and maximum weightage topics are being taken in 2 days. Yes, sir.
For the first 5 years, what is the rent?
4 lakh.
Which formula will you use?
YP single rate.
1 upon R into
1 minus present value.
Okay. Then after 5 years, what will happen?
YP perpetuity लगातार वही इनकम.
रेंट बढ़ जाएगा
6 lakh per year. Continuous.
For first 5 years, you apply the formula. 4 lakh is the rent, 1 upon R into 1 minus PB. Now, after 5 years, You apply the formula. Which formula you will be applying?
YP perpetuity.
Means 1 upon R. Means it will be after
5 years.
5 years. अगर आप 1 upon R, if you are applying 1 upon R, it is from 0 to perpetual. This is from 0 to perpetual. But you have already used calculated for
5 years.
So means formula will be 1 upon R minus
YP single.
YP single rate 1 upon R into 1 minus.
Present value.
Okay. This is called YP reversion to perpetuity. And if you open this bracket, then what will you have? 1 upon R minus 1 upon R plus 1 PV upon R.
Yes.
Okay. यही बचेगा आपके पास अगर आप इस if you open this bracket, this 1 upon R and minus 1 upon R will cancel each other. What you will be left with?
PV upon R.
PV.
So YP due to reversion formula is
PV upon R.
So this is called term value. This is called reversion value.
Yes.
You add both of them, that will be the total value. If you when we will be doing numerical, that things will be clear. This is term value. This is reversion value. Okay.
Sir, after 5 years, property behave like freeholder, na?
Yes, property will be no. It will be actually property will get back to the owner. So what will happen? He cannot eject the tenants. He can get rent from the tenants. मिस्टर ए ने मिस्टर बी को दी, बी ने सब लीज कर दी, 5 साल के बाद बी बीच में से निकल गया, सीधा ए सी से रेंट लेना शुरू कर देगा. क्लियर? सो यू विल बी यूजिंग टर्म एंड रिवर्शन मेथड. सो समझ आ गई व्हाट इज टर्म एंड व्हाट इज रिवर्शन? क्लियर? एनीबॉडी हैविंग एनी डाउट अबाउट दिस टर्म एंड रिवर्शन? So dual rate, you understand one dual rate is? In case of dual rate, what we do is sinking fund is unincorporated rate to provide capital redemption while income is capitalized at a higher capital rate. So 1 R plus IC. So dual rate, why it is called dual rate, वो हम आगे देखते हैं. ठीक है? तो ठीक है संदीप जी, we may have a lunch break.
Yes sir, yes sir. Almost सभी की बैटरी डाउन है इस वक्त. Am I right?
Yes sir.
बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है इस वक्त एनर्जी गेन करना. So friends, let's have a lunch break. One important announcement before the lunch break. We have provided a link for a channel, WhatsApp channel in your mail at the end. Join that channel and the study material will be provided in that channel only. Okay. There is a channel, WhatsApp channel. It is free of cost to join, and various other material is also available for clearing the IBBI examination. Not only this study material, but various other important articles and study material, as well as various other books and other things are being posted in that WhatsApp channel. Join that WhatsApp channel. Till now, it is free of cost for everyone. And for the study material for this batch will be posted in that WhatsApp channel only. If you want to get the benefit of viewing that study material, you can click on the link and join that channel. The link is provided in the mail sent to you yesterday, which is having the ID and password of this session. If you're having any doubt, you can ask right now, or you can note it down. You can ask after the lunch break also. If you want to ask anything now, unmute yourself and ask the doubt. For the session we have taken till now. अभी तक कुछ पूछना है? अभी तक जो भी सेशन हुआ है उसके बारे में आप कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं पूछ सकते हैं। व्हाट्सएप चैनल का लिंक आपको कल मेल के अंदर दे दिया गया है। मेल के ऊपर क्लिक करिए, व्हाट्सएप चैनल को ज्वाइन करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए। सब्सक्राइब करने के बाद आपको सारा उसमें विजिबल हो जाएगा और उसमें आपको स्टडी मटेरियल वहीं पर प्रोवाइड होगा। डे 1 का आज प्रोवाइड हो जाएगा, डे 2 का 18th की इवनिंग में प्रोवाइड होगा। The study material for day 2 will be provided on 18th of this month after completing the session. If you have any doubt, unmute yourself and ask. Yes, sir.
सर ये जो सीपी पॉइंट्स हैं ये मैं प्लांटर मशीनरी का उसको मिलने वाले हैं?
ये नहीं सर, ये रियल एस्टेट के लिए है। इसमें पहले ही क्लियर था, लेकिन आप इसको एज अ नॉलेज गेन पर्पस के लिए इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, बट इट इज फॉर रियल एस्टेट ओनली। लेकिन इसमें काफी चीजें हैं जो आपको कॉमन सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड भी है, क्योंकि पूरा सिलेबस है इसमें।
दोनों दिन के नहीं मिलने वाले हैं फिर?
दोनों दिन के नहीं मिलेंगे सर।
कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
इसमें पहले ही लिखा हुआ था सर, इट वाज फॉर लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग ओनली।
प्लांटर मशीनरी का भी करिए।
व्हाट्सएप का लिंक वर्किंग नहीं कर रहा सर।
वर्क कर रहा है सर? कर रहा है।
हेलो, नहीं कर रहा है सर। उसको भी कर रहा था, चला नहीं सर।
एक बार दोबारा से करिए सर। आई थिंक काम कर रहा है। किसी और के साथ भी ऐसा ही सेम प्रॉब्लम है? एनीवन एल्स फेसिंग द सेम प्रॉब्लम?
उसको फेवरेट्स में जाके देखना, उसमें है।
मानव जी व्हाट्सएप रिस्टार्ट कीजिए, चलेगा ये?
हाँ, व्हाट्सएप रिस्टार्ट करें सर,
ठीक
हो जाएगा।
ठीक है
चलेगा। मैंने भी चलाया, चलेगा।
चल रहा है सर। उसको सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए सो दैट के सारे पोस्ट आपको मिलनी शुरू हो जाए। अभी अगर आप देखेंगे तो आज की पोस्ट नजर आएगी। अगर उसको सब्सक्राइब का बटन क्लिक करेंगे, बेल आइकन वहां पर बना हुआ, सब्सक्राइब का बटन क्लिक करेंगे तो बाकी की सब पोस्ट भी आपको विजिबल हो जाएगी। इवन उसमें बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल में स्टडी मटेरियल आपको रिलेटेड टू एमसीक्यूज है। एमसीक्यू बैंक है, 1 लाख एमसीक्यू बैंक है। 1 लाख एमसीक्यूज उसमें पोस्टेड है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट। आप उसका बेनिफिट ले सकते हैं। डे टू डे आप अपनी प्रैक्टिस उसके साथ, इस चैनल के साथ मिलकर कर सकते हैं।
सर काइंडली सर, इस सेशन से हटके थोड़ा सा इनकम टैक्स रूल के बारे में थोड़ा सा जानकारी चाहते हैं हम लोग, तो कृपया टाइम दीजिए थोड़ा।
वो सर आपको शाम को 0 आवर में
राइट सर, राइट।
क्योंकि सर 2 दिन में अगर आप देखें ना 50 आवर्स का सिलेबस पूरा करना बहुत मुश्किल है
सर। वेरी ब्रीफ उसको कर देना आप।
एंड टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक, वी वांट टू बी ऑनेस्ट विद द सब्जेक्ट।
राइट सर।
हम बाकी की तरह ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ आपको यहाँ पर पैसा लेकर जमा कर दिया, उसके बाद आपको जंगल में छोड़ दिया लड़ने के लिए। जब तक कि यहाँ से बैच से पूरे 50 के 50 क्लियर नहीं करेंगे, जब तक हम आपको सोने भी नहीं देंगे, उठने भी नहीं देंगे।
सर ऐसे
एग्जाम तो आपको क्लियर करना ही पड़ेगा। ये जो आपने 500 रुपए दिए हैं, इसकी पाई वसूल होनी चाहिए, तभी फायदा है। अमरजीत सर, मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ?
बिल्कुल सर।
ठीक बोल रहे हो आप सनी जी, बिल्कुल सही है।
बिल्कुल। देखिए, आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया,
तभी क्लियर करेंगे अगर ये पूरा कंसेप्ट।
नहीं, सही बात है सर, सभी क्लियर करेंगे हम लोग।
बिल्कुल। और देखिए, ये सेशन आप मेरे लिए अटेंड नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो अगर आप यहाँ फेस छुपाकर बैठ रहे हैं या फैन की तरफ कैमरा लगा रहे हैं या फिर अपने इंटीरियर की तरफ लगा रहे हैं, आपने डोर बहुत बढ़िया वुडन डोर बनाया हुआ है, बहुत महंगी कुर्सी ली हुई है, कुर्सी की तरफ लगा देते हैं, तो आप अपने आप को धोखा दे रहे हैं। मुझे कोई धोखा नहीं दे रहे हैं। एग्जाम आपने देना है। मेरा तो क्लियर हो चुका है 2019 में, राजविंदर सर का भी क्लियर हो चुका है, तो मेरा या यहाँ पर जितने आरवीज हैं उन सबका भी क्लियर हो चुका है। वो सिर्फ आपको हौसला बढ़ाने के लिए यहाँ पर है, सीपी अटेंड कर रहे हैं
सर। आपके हौसला बढ़ाने से क्लियर होगा जी।
बिल्कुल एक दूसरे को पुश करेंगे तभी क्लियर होगा, वरना
हम लोग ढीले होते हैं, आपसे इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है।
बिल्कुल। दूसरा सर, जैसा आपने इनकम टैक्स के बारे में पूछा, उसके लिए भी अब एग्जाम कंपलसरी कर दिया है और 99% ऐसा सोचने में आ रहा है कि यही एग्जाम होगा। अगर आपने ये क्लियर कर लिया तो एक साथ दो फायदे होने वाले हैं।
राइट सर, राइट।
तो एक लड्डू खरीद के फटाफट मेरे पास भेजिए अगर
डेफिनेटली सर।
तो इसलिए कोशिश करिए जितनी जल्दी हो सके एग्जाम को क्लियर करिए। आगे बहुत ज्यादा रूल्स टफ होने वाले हैं, बहुत टफ होने वाले हैं, तो उससे पहले हमें एग्जाम क्लियर कर लेना है। दैट्स व्हाई दिस कोर्स वाज बीइंग organized and as per the instructions of our president and CEO Dr. Rajvinder sir. तो आप जितनी जल्दी क्लियर करेंगे, हमारा मेन पर्पस है इकोसिस्टम में रजिस्टर्ड वैल्यूअर्स को ज्यादा से ज्यादा एंट्री कराना। तो इसलिए कोशिश करें जितनी जल्दी हो सके फटाफट क्लियर करें। कोई डाउट है हम आपके साथ हैं, इसके बाद भी सेशन के बाद भी अगर कोई डाउट होता है आप व्हाट्सअप करिए, आपको जरूर आंसर मिलेगा। और अगर आप चैनल को जुड़ते हैं तो चैनल में आपके डाउट्स डेली क्लियर होते रहेंगे स्टेप बाय स्टेप। लेकिन जल्दबाजी मत करिए, स्टेप बाय स्टेप पढ़िए, जैसा जैसा यहाँ पर बताया जा रहा है उसी सिस्टम से पढ़ेंगे, उसी सिस्टम से रिविजन करेंगे तो बहुत ईजी है। मार्केट में बहुत ज्यादा मिथ फैला हुआ है कि एग्जाम बहुत टफ है, बहुत मुश्किल है, कुछ भी नहीं है। यहाँ पर आपके साथ आरवीज बैठे, नीरज कुमार नागर जी क्लियर किया है उन्होंने एग्जाम। और नीरज जी आई एम थैंकफुल टू यू क्योंकि आपने काफी सारे प्लांट्स लगाए हैं ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ सीईबी। थैंक यू, वी आर थैंकफुल, रियली थैंकफुल टू यू। नीरज जी के लिए एक छोटा सा एक बार सब थम्स अप करेंगे प्लीज, क्योंकि उन्होंने 1000 प्लांट्स अपने एरिया में लगाए हैं ग्रीन एंड क्लीन एंड ग्रीन मिशन के लिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। और नीरज जी थोड़ा सा बताइए क्या एग्जाम क्लियर करना मुश्किल है?
सर
एक मिनट सर, नीरज जी थोड़ा सा बताएंगे क्या एग्जाम क्लियर करना मुश्किल है?
एग्जाम का सर? हेलो
नीरज जी।
हेलो।
यस सर, यस सर।
नहीं नहीं सर, बिल्कुल भी मुश्किल नहीं है सर। मैं बताता हूँ आपको, जब मैंने सीईबी से ट्रेनिंग ली थी सर, 10 जुलाई को मेरी ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट हुई थी 2022 में सर। हेलो
जी जी जी, यस सर, आ रही है।
यस यस, बोले बोले।
सुन पा रहे हैं सर। और जो सीईबी द्वारा जो गाइडलाइन दी गई थी सर, उसको फॉलो करके मैंने निरंतर मतलब काम के साथ में अभ्यास किया। और सर 6 सितंबर को मेरी एग्जाम क्लियर हो गई। मतलब जब मैंने सेल्फ स्टडी करना स्टार्ट करी और जब मैंने एमसीक्यूज वगैरह जो सीईबी द्वारा मेरे को दिए गए थे उनको मैंने कंटिन्यूअस किया। और सर ज्यादा नहीं, मात्र मतलब अगर 4 घंटे 3 से 4 घंटे अगर लगातार भी हम देते हैं तो बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है सर। 1 महीना मतलब सफिशियंट है मतलब एग्जाम क्लियर करने के लिए, बशर्ते हम गाइडलाइन को फॉलो करें जो सर द्वारा इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए जाते हैं और जो ट्रिक्स और फैक्ट्स जो हमें बताए जाते हैं उनको हम मतलब फॉलो करें।
सर अटेम्प्ट फर्स्ट थी सर।
थैंक यू नीरज जी। यस सर।
जी वो हेलो हेलो बंसल जी सर।
यस सर, बोलिए बोलिए सर।
मानव सर वो व्हाट्सएप चैनल इज इट करंटली अवेलेबल फॉर यू बता रहा है सर।
सर मे बी कोई गड़बड़ हुई हो, आप एक बार अपना फोन रीस्टार्ट करिए। मेरी तरफ हो रहा है
है नहीं थी कल खा रही थी।
मैं आप मुझे पर्सनल करिए सर व्हाट्सएप, मैं आपको पर्सनल आपको लिंक भेज
नहीं खाना यार, मेरा पेट भरा हुआ है।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है, थैंक यू सर।
एनीवन फेसेस एनी डिफिकल्टी, अगर किसी को कोई डिफिकल्टी है, मेरा पर्सनल नंबर आपके पास होगा 9041263607। मुझे सिर्फ एक मैसेज ड्रॉप करिए, प्लीज सेंड द व्हाट्सएप लिंक। मैं आपको पर्सनल नंबर पे व्हाट्सएप लिंक भेज दूंगा, आप वहां से सीधा जुड़ सकते हैं। मे बी कोई इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी या ईमेल के ऊपर कोई इंटरफेस की प्रॉब्लम होगी, मे बी शायद उस वजह से नहीं हो पा रहा। अगर आप नहीं जुड़ पा रहे, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, सेंड मी अ व्हाट्सएप मैसेज, आई विल सेंड यू द लिंक इमीडिएटली। सो फ्रेंड्स,
ये सीवी वैल्यूअर्स क्लब ही है ना सर?
हाँ, सीवी वैल्यूज क्लब है सर।
यस,
सीवी वैल्यूज क्लब है, आप उसको जुड़ सकते हैं। आपको अगर यूट्यूब चैनल आपने सब्सक्राइब किया उसको भी कर सकते हैं। यूट्यूब चैनल पे भी काफी वीडियोस अवेलेबल हैं रिलेटेड टू कोर्सेज भी अवेलेबल हैं, जैसा मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, एक कोर्सेज का वीडियो भी अलग से बना के डाला हुआ है। इंडिपेंडेंट सिलेबस वाइज चैप्टर्स के अलग अलग वीडियोस भी अवेलेबल हैं, कोर्सेज है, वो शाम को हम डिस्कस करेंगे 0 आवर में। अभी लंच टाइम है, आप सबके लिए एनर्जी लेवल बढ़ाना जरूरी है। काफी ज्यादा डिसिप्लिन के साथ सीवी में क्लासेस होती है, कॉप अप करना सीवी के साथ थोड़ा मुश्किल है, लेकिन अगर कॉप अप करेंगे तो एग्जाम आपका क्लियर होगा, मेरा नहीं। तो आपको अपने लिए डिसिप्लिन इज द फर्स्ट की फॉर सक्सेस, ये आपको याद रखना चाहिए। अगर डिसिप्लिन में होगा तो जितने डिसिप्लिन मेंटेन रखेंगे उतनी जल्दी एग्जाम क्लियर करने के करीब आप पहुंच जाएंगे। विद दिस वी विल टेक अ लंच ब्रेक फॉर 1 आवर। राजविंदर सर 1 घंटे का ले सकते हैं? राजविंदर सर, आर यू देयर? Okay, it is 1:50 now. We will join sharp at 2:50. 2:50 पे दोबारा जुड़ेंगे। 1 घंटे का लंच ब्रेक लेते हैं। थोड़ा सा एनर्जी बढ़ा कर आइए, लेकिन 2 रोटी कम खाइए। नींद नहीं आना चाहिए, खाने के बाद नींद नहीं आना चाहिए, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है और रिलेटेड टू एग्जाम।